fearing absolutely everything. Awaken the joy on this glorious Monday. It is a time for miracles. And please, if you can you read that? Join HAPS now. Yes. Hashtag join HAPS now. Do you know what? It just gets better and better. Look at this. Love is HAPS. It's all free. Free in the morning. Monday. Good vibes. Good feelings. Good coffee. Good conversation. Saw Randy C. Horton this morning up at the crack of dawn in the Philippines, sending positive vibes across the universe. It was beautiful. And he was with Tim David. Tim David, what a genuine, beautiful soul. And listen, everybody who's part of the HAPS team this week, I wish you the very best. Be strong, be logical, be kind, and be in pursuit of your greatest passions this week. Peter and Pablo, thank you so much. Mark, you are amazing. You truly are. Keep building this. We're building something amazing. So many people are falling in love with HAPS. So if you know people in your inner circle who are currently on Twitter, or maybe not so happy with YouTube, the time is now. Look at that. Join HAPS today. So, Monday is about motivation. Monday is about getting in the right mindset. Monday is about releasing all the pain from the past and laying a grid of goodness around the universe. And if that seems too bold for a Monday, maybe just in your little neighborhood. These are the people in your neighborhood, in your neighborhood, in your neighborhood. Well, these are the people in your neighborhood. I am in rare form for this Monday. But my heart is full of gratitude, and I see the potential of this week, and I'm very excited, and I'm pumped up, and I hope you're pumped up. And if you're knowing of people right now that are suffering and have not had a good go in 2020, please reach out to them, show them light, show them love. And today, if you can, just take some deep breaths. Find your center. Find your purpose. Know that you're here to help the collective. Be drawn to the light. Put all the fear and regret on the back burner. And awaken to a new day full of possibilities, joy, bliss, and abundance. And know that on some level that something is pushing you right now. Do you feel that push in the universe? Do you feel the pulse in your chest? We are here right now in this glorious moment in time, falling in love with this experiment. Do you know what the experiment is? Are you ready? It's been a while. It's been a long time. Look at this, just in case you forgot. Okay, just in case. Love is HAPS. No, I'm very excited about the format. I want people to be extremely patient this week and less judgment. I heard so much slamming yesterday. People, come on. Really? We're better than this. You know, anything new anything glorious, anything growing, anything that's a great idea always meets some form of resistance. And many people just simply don't like change. Change is scary. But just know that that is a pattern, right? And all patterns sooner or later change. It's just like we start this day with the greatest intentions, and sometimes we fall off of, the dreams that we had in this life or in this moment in time, and know that even painful situations are here to help you awaken your greatest potential, and know that wherever you were before does not define where you're going. Say that with me. Wherever I was before does not define where I'm going right now, right in this glorious moment. And you have the choice today to let that beautiful love inside your heart chakra awaken this weary world. It is 6:30. It is 2021. Wake up. Get that pot of coffee going. Believe in yourself. Focus on what you want, not what you don't want. The universe has no idea how to figure out what you want and what you don't want. It just focus on. Guess what? The repetitiveness of your mind. So if you're just slamming yourself nonstop and having terrible thoughts and worrying and focusing on the things you shouldn't focus about, right? Maybe the people who weren't so kind to you, or some of the things that maybe you feel in that moment didn't work out. So guess what? The universe then says, well, listen, he thinks about this all the time. This must be what he wants. This must be the only thing he wants, because it is his only consuming thought. So imagine if you were to rewire that brain of yours, your exquisite brain, and just put thoughts of love, hope, unity, connection, beauty in that mind of yours. Less judgment, more love. That's what we're here for, right? Connectiveness. Fall in love with life again. That's what you're here for. Fall in love with that beautiful opening chakra in your chest. Heavenly Dew, good morning. How are you today? Hello from Dallas. You're up early. That's good. So you're going to see me here in the mornings rambling along and just getting my dose of goodness, positivity. If you can, please put the focus on the gratitude. Heavenly Dew, what brought you here today? Did you feel the good vibes? Are you happy on HAPS? Did you join HAPS? It sure looks like you joined HAPS. Did you tell all your friends, your family, your neighbors, even the ones you don't like? Join HAPS. Do you know why? I'll tell you why. Just in case you joined in. Look at this. Love is HAPS. So for those who do not know what HAPS is and think I've lost my mind or the cheese has fallen off the cracker, HAPS is a wonderful platform where you can be on Facebook, YouTube, Periscope for a little while, Twitter, all at the same time. So the essence of you is everywhere. Start the day with an attitude of gratitude. What is the greatest gift, heavenly dew, that you have in your life right now? What are you currently grateful for? What makes your heart chakra open? This is your heart chakra, by the way, right here. And if you're stressed out today, anybody who's watching this on the replay, just concentrate on your breath, right? Just take some deep breaths. And know that you are directed and protected, and that you are here to help the collective heal this weary planet. And know that you're safe, and you've always been safe, and you're complete, and you're whole, and you're worthy. You are so worthy. Stop the insanity. Stop the chatter of your mind. Place the focus on all the light and love that you seek. Focus on your greatest passions. Move in the direction of what lights you up. And your guides are pushing you there. I'm telling you right now, there's this huge quickening, and it's opening the hearts of seekers. And I want you to know that not everyone is going to fully understand your flavor or your essence. But if you can go and do a scope, or you can do a broadcast, or make a video and put it on YouTube, you're sharing your soul signature with the universe. And the universe needs to have more light, more love, more joy, more abundance. Get connected to that pureness. We know, right? Every sunshine is a blessing. Yes, every breath is a gift. Your vibe attracts your tribe. It's true. So if you're angry and you're stuck in 3D and you're mad at the world and you live in a constant state of fear, you are going to have more of that in your life. I guarantee it. And so many times people will take the old pains and the sufferings and the failings when they're bored and play them like an old 45. Do you know what a 45 is? Does anybody know? Am I showing my age? 45 is a record. You know, when I was very young, and if people were complaining, one of the old sayings was, "You're like a broken record," which meant, you know, you were skipping, and not joyful skipping. You were stuck. You're 33. Did you know that 33 is a power number? It's a Masonic number. It is one of the most powerful numbers in the universe. Did you know that 369 is supposedly code to happiness? 369. Tesla talked about it. If we could figure out all the connectivity of 369. They had 78s too. Hello, hello. Angel, welcome. Good morning. Sending you waves of good vibes this morning. I hope you're happy and feeling the healing across this beautiful platform called HAPS. For anyone who's going to be watching this on the replay, free music in the background there. It is. It's all free. All this talent, all this joy, all this abundance is for you. Free in the morning. Good vibes. Costs nothing. What does that say? What does that say? Read that with me. And please promote that hashtag today. Join HAPS now. Go over, talk to that neighbor you don't like. Tell them you want to borrow some sugar when you don't. You don't want to borrow sugar. Maybe you do. Maybe you need some milk for your coffee this morning. Go over there and say, hey, do you know about haps? Haps. And they're going to go, what do you want? Why are you on my porch? And say, I'm here. I am part of the collective. I'm trying to heighten your vibration and awaken you to new opportunities and show you where love is. Do you know where love is? I'll show you. Look at that. Love is haps. So, as you can see, I'm a big fan. Why do you think people love records so much? I have a theory on it. I think it's vibrational because the needle moves in the groove and we feel it differently. The other thing is the artwork is so amazing, right? It's like having an art collection. And the cover, especially of the albums from the 80s and 70s, were amazing. Like even Boston. You remember Boston? More Than a Feeling? That album cover was unbelievable. And it's weird because I will look at an old record and I will instantly transport to my youth. And a wave of beautiful memories will wash over me. It's absolutely mind-blowing how that works. Music is the essence of love. It so is. What does that mean to you, 432? I don't know what that means. Is that a code? Music is a universal language. It is. And so is love. I don't think I would have got through my childhood. I really don't without music. Music saved me so many times. When I was going through self-doubt, self-hatred, anger. Oh, yes, you're right. You're right. Oh, you're going deep on me here, Angel. Yes. Some of the caves, when you hit the walls, resonate at 432. There's so much we don't know, right? And I think in 2021, some of those mysteries are going to unravel, unfold. And I think we're going to see and feel more of the light codes and sound healing. Yeah. I feel some healing just talking about it. I love the healing that you're dealing. So do yourself a favor this week. Anybody who's watching this now or later today or a week from now, know that there is no reason to put a glass ceiling on your dreams. It is no harder for the universe to give you what you want. You don't have to put a governor on your life. And I really believe that this experiment called life is like living in the matrix, and that you can awaken different avenues for yourself by just being in the right frequency. I taught anger management, and most pains stem from childhood wounds. Yeah, it's so true. And unless we release that pain, we carry it with us like luggage. And then so many of us are so afraid of how we're going to be perceived. And so many of us are lost in that material world, right? We're acquiring things, but we're not fulfilling our soul. You know, you can't take it with you, right? The Egyptians tried that. You know, they filled those beautiful, magnificent pyramids with all the treasures. And then some years later, people came and looted them. I always thought it was very interesting how some of those tombs had curses on them. And people who touched that sacred energy fell into a web of disaster and suffering. You know? I think some things we're supposed to just leave be, right? But I have to be honest, I've really enjoyed seeing the pictures and all the different documentaries that show these artifacts, because they have very unique energy signatures. See, that's the thing. If you're a healer and you're, part of this collective, if you're an indigo child, if you're a starseed, if you're feeling these great vibes, I hope you're feeling them. Is anybody feeling what I'm feeling right now? Feeling connected to something greater than myself. A huge collective of us right now are all just enjoying this awakening. It's also making us stretch and grow, and we're going to have days where we're feeling like we're a little unglued. But it's the vibration. It's stretching us. Moonchild. Just tuning into some of these comments. Oh, that's so deep. Yeah. Yeah, it's sad. The first waves of starseeds or indigo children, the fields weren't plowed and there was no work done. And now there's just incredible light beings that are being born every day who are going to come and heal this collective. And this really is a war against evil, darkness, control. And there's a lot of control on the planet right now. We all know that. And so many people are frustrated right now, but they're not seeking the light. They're vibrating in lower frequencies, the third dimension, and they're feeding the fear, right? They're feeding the greed, the gluttony, and they have no sense of what their true potential is. And I'm hoping that in 2021, more and more people can feel this new activation of light codes, because we truly are ascended beings, and we're here, and we're opening different avenues and new connectivity to our brain. We have to teach how to elevate their vibration. Yeah. Some children, though, you look at their eyes, and it took me 30 years of plowing through the field and a great deal of self-doubt, self-loathing to get where I am. And whatever I have, they have it times 1,000. And I think that's why you're seeing so many 20, 25-year-old billionaires, because they don't have the doubt. They have the exact recipe of knowing how to align with the higher frequencies. And that's all it is. And frequencies are thoughts. And right now, all I'm really doing is doing a transmission of words. And some of them are resonating with you, and others are maybe frustrating you. And it all depends on where you are in the journey. And I see that in a year from now, that if we continue, all of us, to keep broadcasting and sending beautiful vibes into the universe, we're going to find our soul signature. And one of my first teachers about 10 years ago, who I would love to do a shout out to, is Panaj Desai. And he showed me a different avenue of living and a different avenue of possibility. And he too was lost, and I was lost for many, many years in my ego, There's no way I would have ever done a show like this, even 10 years ago, because I was just too worried what people would think or say. And now I feel like I have to pursue the greater good. And if I can even help activate one person who's watching this right now and going, some of this rings true. One of the things I want to say, who is he? Well, to me, he's a person that I just randomly found on the net. And next thing I knew, he was on Oprah. And Oprah rarely lets anybody on who doesn't have a book. And she inspired him to write a book. And it's Discover Your Soul Signature. And it's a 33-day journey. And we've already had 3 to 33 in this broadcast with your age, Heavenly Dew. But if you can, please, pop in, keep sending the good vibes to each other. Let's start a community here on HAPS. And let's give it a real focused jolt of positivity. I was going to say something else, but I don't know if the world is really ready yet for all the flowery codes, right? Now, the people in this room probably are. But we're going to see a lot of people come unhinged because their freedoms have been taken away from them. And I'm hoping that this vaccine will save a lot of lives. But my intuitive side is saying that it's also going to maybe open doors of misery as well. I don't know what life lesson is part of this COVID-19, which will soon be 20 because we have so many mutations happening right now. But I had a gentleman about a year ago tell me that this could be an ongoing thing and that our lives will be forever changed. Can you elaborate about that? Vaccines are all poisons. I've never been a person who liked to put foreign things into my body. Heavenly Dew, why are you not taking it? You're totally against it? And see, for myself, I think I already had it. But then I've also heard that if you get it or had it or even had it light, you could get it again because it's constantly mutating. But in Canada, which is where I'm from, Toronto, the numbers are through the roof. And we were losing our minds when it was 300. Daily cases in Ontario. Now I think it's 3,300. And there's that number again. Oh my Lord. Wow. That was not planned, I swear to you. I went through COVID last year, February. Yeah. I'll tell you, if I didn't have COVID, it was the most intense thing I've ever had. And I remember when I went through it, I was feeling like this was a form of death. I remember saying to myself, is this what death feels like, right? And now we've got people who have had it many times. Hi, Helen. Just love when you're here. Your vibration is so beautiful and pure. I feel you as soon as you come in. And Helen, I'm hoping that we someday can connect together on here and talk. I would love that. Whenever you're ready. But, and that's okay. I love when people enjoy being on the sidelines. Right? And we can just do the comments and feel the vibrations. But anybody who's here, if you can, Another powerful number, and I just got a little pulse, 88, and we just had 88 come up. I think it's 88 viewers. If you guys noticed on this format that, if you go on, you may not get that many people in the broadcast initially, but it will slowly build, kind of like HAPS. So, I had some of these broadcasts and might have had, I don't know, 300 views, right, while it was on, even at the peak time. And now some of these videos are 2,000, 3,000. No other format that I've been on has ever done that. So people are watching these broadcasts after, right? The reruns, if you want to call that. So know that if you come on here, and even if you get 5 views, right, there's a very good chance a year from then, it could be 500 views or 5,000 views if the content is good. I'm so sorry. I'm not sure what incredible comment is about, but Infinity 88, yes. Many buildings have that number, right? Yeah. Where I work is 888, and it's an old Masonic building. And I don't know if anybody knows this, but pre-COVID, I used to drive an elevator and talk to people all day. Bannerman, good morning. How are you? I love what you're doing. Keep doing it. And I love that you're such an authentic man. Like, you present no fluff. This is who I am. Embrace me, my full essence. And that's the thing. People should come on here. Don't be somebody else. Don't be someone that you admire. Just be your soul signature. Be who you are, right? That's what you're here for. There's only just you. That is the greatest version of you. And we're ever evolving and growing together, all of us. So if you can, all of you that are in this room, and if you read the comments of each other, let's mingle, right? Let's talk to each other. And if we don't necessarily agree, that's fine too. If I was to go talk to my 20-year-old self, I think my 20-year-old self would not be very kind to me. And that's the truth. I'm just going to have a little drink here. I'm getting super dry mouth. Have you ever noticed that you'll do something and you'll do it for a person that you love or someone that you have a connection with, and you will never get that kind of kindness back from them? But magically, somehow, beautiful things will happen outside you. Like a complete stranger will show you kindness. And I truly believe that's karma. And my goal with this is that we just keep sending positive vibes, and you guys keep sending positive vibes. And we start our day feeling more alive and connected to Source, and knowing that we are loved completely for who we are and that we are vessels of light. And I want you to know that if you're suffering right now, that you can reframe those thought processes. Not enough people are themselves. They put on a facade. I think there are many people who don't really know who they actually are. And that's true, right? Unless you do the work, and that's a lot of painful work, right? We live in such a fantasy world. And even this, which is not the healthiest thing, let's be real, right? I'd much rather talk to all of you and sit down and have a coffee, but we can't do that. And I'm hoping in the future that we'll have like 5, 6, 7, 8 of us in here, and we're somewhat respectful to each other. And I can see you visually, right? So I can see the physical cues, and I'll know what's going on better. But I feel like I have a lot of very intuitive people here who are evolved and really want to make a change. So if you can, please start making videos, right? Or do a blog or paint, whatever lights you up, right? Listen to music. Do things that heighten your vibration and make you feel connected to the higher frequencies in life. And I don't know what to tell you except love the people who put on the facade. And I, for many years, put the facade on because I didn't have the self-love, right? I didn't have the foundation. And I had someone read me about a year ago. And they said, Michael, shit or get off the pot. The time is now. Stop sitting on your gifts. Share your gifts. You were given them for a reason. You're a healer. I spent more time worrying, I think, for many years on, well, how will it be perceived? What if nobody watches, right? What if no one cares? What if someone thinks I'm loony? And then you go from the facade or the dream, right, to I have to be me. I've got to try to get this right. And I think we keep coming back until we get it right. And I really have no desire to come back, which is the indigo thing back again. So we're doing full circle. So I don't know if you guys know this, but many indigos that were my age, volunteered to come here to help heal this planet. And many of them couldn't do it. And they exited. They took their own life or became drug addicts or they drank too much. And the new downloads, I'd like to call, the children are our future. It's so magical to see the light and the love and the depth of these children, and they're so connected to technology and they have unshakable faith on what they're doing and nothing's going to stop them. And they know it's not going to happen right away. And they know that little tiny steps each and every day will get them closer to their dreams. And I hope everybody in here has a 1-year goal, a 5-year goal. Is anybody opening, okay, I got to explain that. And what I mean by opening, we all hold space in our daily lives. So when people are around us, they feel that connection and energy. And when I mean opening, they're opening to more of their true potential. Heavenly Dew, do you have unshakable faith right now? I hope you do. But I love authentic souls. And I feel like Bannerman is just doing Bannerman. He is doing his version of himself, right? That there is no fluff. And I respect people like that because you have to be brave to be authentic. And one of the things I love about this community so much is that we don't have here the problems that we had so far. You know what? I'm a redneck too. I've always felt like that. I always tell my wife that I'm a bit of a hillbilly. And I don't really care about fancy houses and fancy cars. And I have to admit, I like nice clothes. I won't lie. That's one of my weaknesses. I've always enjoyed looking good because it makes me feel good. And it's a representation of what I'm trying to present. But I honestly believe that I could probably live in a van. And if I traveled around the world and met beautiful people and made connection every day, and broadcast every day, I'd probably be no less happy than I am living in this very nice home that I'm in now. And home is really your soul, right? Home is your state of mind. I am meeting a few people here. I hope so. That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping that if we do this, and I'm going to try to do it every morning early, that some of the people even on the replay will get to know each other and you guys will make connections. And maybe in the future, I'm going to put the intention that you guys will also do broadcasts together. Because whatever you're feeling here is unique and it's powerful. And it's not, a normal day-to-day where we're living in the fear. We're connecting here. There's a lot of light and love in this room. And I feel it, and it's buzzing, and I'm trying to hold the space of non-judgment, right? All the time. And that's one of those things that I'm working on. And I'm trying to be a better listener, right? Because if you listen to people, they feel respected. Money never made me happy. See, it's what you do with the money, right? And I don't ever want to paint money as evil. See, money is a choice. Money is freedom, right? So if you have financial freedom, then you have the freedom to do good. And there are those that have billions of dollars that are trying to help, the collective. And then you have those that have incredible wealth, but want more. And the number's not, I'm thinking of something here. I'm going to share it. Someone that I actually really love at work used to say, the devil's bag is never full, Michael. And it was, to me, funny. But I think for some people, it is very true, right? Because I think for some people, no matter how much money you have, it doesn't necessarily fill your soul with joy. It gives you choices, right? And money's a wonderful thing. And if you're good at managing it, it means you're probably really good at managing your states, at least that part of your life. But I don't want to ever paintbrush it as something bad, because I really believe it's just a form of power. And if it's used in a positive way, it really can affect the world in a great way. And we have more than enough resources to feed all of us, but we spend money on things like military, right? And I don't know, but it sure seems like the rich are really getting rich now. And those that have access to money, very much like in the 40s during the Depression, those that had were able to buy things at 10% of what the true value was even 5 years prior. So they were able to acquire mass wealth in a short period of time. And I think, a lot of the stuff that's going on is illusion. So question everything. And listen to that inner voice inside you, that inner voice of reason, because it's probably leading you in a less harmful path. And don't necessarily watch the news all the time, because it just seems to feed the fear. And we really don't want to continue to feed the fear. So of the people in the room right now, before I go, because I do have to go soon, what are you most grateful for at 7 o'clock in the morning on a Monday? Heavenly Dew, trust your gut. Yeah, your gut's amazing. And your gut health is important. I don't know if anybody knows this, but I've been juicing, and I've been living on a lot of greens, and I've cut out meat for a while now. I have been eating a little bit of fish. I'm staying away from dairy, and my vibration has just gone through the roof, and my clothes are falling off. Now, does anybody else in the room ever blame the dryer for their pants shrinking? Because I used to do that a lot. You know, that dryer, it's just too hot, and it keeps shrinking my pants. So I've noticed since I've been eating right, my pants are falling off. I actually need a belt. But COVID really scared me. I got to be real. When I got sick, I said to myself, I'm never going to let my health be so bad again that I can be full victim. Decent coffee. Okay, see, and this is one of the things, and don't get me wrong, I love haps, but there is a delay on the comments. Sometimes they get bottlenecked, and then I'm like, what does that comment mean? And then it's almost like unfolding a riddle. You're grateful for your life. Okay, so decent coffee is what you're grateful for. Intuition is what you're grateful for. Tell me if you're right. Just put a 1. Is anybody else getting this? Your CPU is overloaded. You have too much bandwidth. You know. The other thing before we go, is anybody else having very cryptic dreams lately? Because my dreams have been pretty wild, and some of them a little dark. You're grateful for your life, Heavenly Dew. Oh, that's wonderful. Bannerman says, what means the most to me is getting my health back and losing 88 pounds by next year. Okay, what is going on? First Masonic number was 33, right? We heard that many times. And now we have 88 pounds. We were talking about the infinite number of 88, the power of 88. Again, an insanely strong Masonic number. Yes. Is it random? I highly doubt it. I think they say they put that CPU up warning to remind everyone to close down the tabs. Well, the truth is, I only have this one open. So it's yeah. What's that saying? If you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all. Isn't that from Bambi? the Disney classic. Okay. Someone asked me this the other day. So what I do is I'll write notes because I don't always have the presence of mind to answer something right away. And I promised myself that I would answer. I keep freezing and coming back. Well, thank you for keep coming back. That means that you're enjoying yourself. 88. Yeah. Does anybody else think that the 88 is random? I sure don't. Does anybody else think the 33 is random? I sure don't. So what is the benefit of getting the CPU? Is it maybe they're having problems keeping up with the growth, right? And I think I read 7 million viewers or something they have right now. So I think it'll be 70 million in a few months. And everybody who's here right now, I really believe that this is a basement opportunity. Like, imagine if you could have known what Twitter was going to do the first week it was open, right? Well, 33 is a Masonic number, and it's one of the light codes. 333 was God, and the devil said, I am double, which was 666. And 888 is infinite. So the more eights, the better. Yeah. Okay. All right. So 1111 I saw for almost 10 years. All the time. And I see 1111 lately. And 1111 is basically The angels are saying, we're watching over you. You are on the right path. You are helping the collective. We are seeing your good deeds, and we are supporting you on your journey. 444, though, okay, and I'm going to be real with you, is you need to do more work. And you're not quite there yet. And 444, for almost 2 years, I woke up at 444. And it was maddening. I thought I was going insane. And I remember one morning, I woke up and it was 443. And then it clicked to 444. And it was haunting. Yeah, we're all waking up at 444. It's weird. Or we're waking up between 3 and 4 o'clock. Many great writers, I don't know if anybody in this room knows Wayne Dyer, but Wayne Dyer used to wake up between 3 and 4, and he would write for an hour or two. And he always felt like that was the greatest time to get inspiration, and that he would be able to connect with source. And he wrote 1 page every day, and then at the end of the year, he had a book, right? He had 365 pages. Yay! I started my sunrise broadcasting as a result. Oh, that's nice. And that's what we need to do, right? We need, I don't know if anybody knows this, but many billionaires, and millionaires for that matter, get up at around 4 and start their day. And they have a regimen. And part of it is the energy at this time it's amazing. Right? So this morning I went on, and I wasn't expecting anybody to be in this room. But I knew that I would be connected to source, and I knew that the content would freely flow from my inner being. And I don't know if you noticed this, but I'm just taking messages that I'm getting, and I'm converting them as quick as I can, and I'm sharing them with you. And you guys are triggering me with the comments, which is wonderful, and sending me in different directions. But we're all in here for a reason. Come on. Like 33 is a light code. Okay. 444 is a growth code. And it means many things to different people. But for me, 444, even to this day, scares me a bit, because it says you are not there. And you are not all that you think you are. And you need to shed your ego. And that's what I was going through then. And it was like, you've got work to do. Put your big boy pants on and do it, or grow a set, whatever you want to call it. I am the third child. Yes. You do have to do the work, Bannerman. But the thing is, the more that you take time and really focus on your diet, and shed the weight. And if you think about it, the weight is a lot of times just pain. It's a form of holding. And when you release all those toxins from your body, you become a greater version of yourself, more pure. I'm going to do a quick mantra. I hope everybody in the room does it. I'm just going to pre-warn you what I'm doing. So I'm going to say, I am divine perfection in motion 3 times. And then at the end, I'm going to say, I love you, I love you, I love you. And I want you guys to know that you can replay this on this broadcast or any other broadcast that I've done, and say this to yourself in the mirror. And this is a powerful awakening activation code. So I'm going to start. You guys can jump in and say it with me, or just watch me do this process. And I hope you feel the vibes, okay? So we're going to do it together. I'm going to look right in the camera. I am divine perfection in motion. I am divine perfection in motion. I am divine perfection in motion. I love you. I love you. I love you. Wow. I really felt that today. And I'm feeling all your vibrations. Wow. That was beautiful. Thank you. I felt your energy, some of you. It's beautiful. Bannerman, I'm doing that, Michael. So, it's all about not worship, but respect, right? And loving yourself is not being an ego man, right? Loving yourself is knowing how to be the best version of yourself each and every day and trying to be a better version of yourself every day. Good broadcast. Thank you. We did it together. We really did. We did this together. This is a collective. And anybody that's watching the replay, please, just put a 1 or just write a comment. I felt it. But you are divine perfection in motion. Never forget that. I just need a little drink here. I'm cracking up. Cracking up. So it is currently 7:21. This has been one of the most powerful, beautiful Monday mornings that I can ever remember. And I want to end the broadcast with these, okay? So this is important. This is your homework, everybody. Helen, love you. Love you so much. I feel your vibration. Nice meeting you, Heavenly Dew. Bannerman, I have felt a connection with you every time I've looked at your broadcast. And I guess I've been, what do you call that? Lurking? What do you call it? Not trolling, but watching from afar with fond thoughts. Even that sounds very weird. All right, here we go. You ready? Please promote this hashtag, okay? Join HAPS now. Tell your friends, tell your family. Let's grow this community together. If you know someone who is spiritually aligned, maybe a little shy, get them to join HAPS today and let them share their creative signatures with the world. Please never forget this, okay? This is our community, right? Right here. Love is HAPS. Love is your true essence. Well, in the future, I'm going to keep doing these in the morning. I don't think they're always going to be 58 minutes. You know what's hilarious? I got to tell you the truth. I always say to myself, okay, I'm going to go on. We're going to do 10 minutes, and then we're going to shut it down. And then what happens is the synergies or the energies in the universe heighten, and I feel like, Angel, thank you. Angel, wow. Like I really felt you today. I felt a little bit of resistance. I got to be real. And I think you're like me. It's difficult for you to fully trust people. And I'm the same. And I don't let many people in. But yeah, there's some strange connection between your energy and my energy. So I'm not knowing what that is. It may be past life, something. Helen, I really enjoy your vibration because it is very different than mine. I feel like you're much more logical than I am. So I could learn from you. And Bannerman, I feel like you and I are more alike than you know. I think I have 20% of Bannerman DNA. And Heavenly Dew, thank you so much. I aspire to your level of kindness. I really feel like you're living the life that I want to live. You're already doing it, and you've been doing it for a very long time. And I think when you leave this planet, there will be many, many people that will say many kind things about you, and that your influence in your community is massive. So I'm hoping that you can come on here and keep sharing that your light, and know that the audience will come, right? Does anybody else feel that energy in your chakra? Because it is just heightening so high right now. I'm having problems focusing, actually. Well, you got to be funny, right? You've got to tap into the joy anytime you can. It can't be all serious, right? If you're not playful, you're not living, right? Yeah. But there's a power here right now. We're generating something, and this community is growing. I can feel it. So I'm going to take this as a sign. It keeps telling me that my CPU is too much, but I want you to know that it's. I've been on the broadcast now, 101, and I'm going to take that as a sign as I should sign off. And I'm going to end with this, okay? There's just one little part here, and anybody can jump in. All right. So, seek to find freedom from the fear. Seek to find freedom from the endless chatter in your mind. And if you feel love, express love. And never, ever withhold your true essence. Not again. Not in 2021. And let your little heart, or your big heart, shine as brightly as it can. But also know your limitations. And know that you have to, from time to time, replenish the well. Because people will keep coming to the well with their bucket. And when the well's dry, they'll be mad at you because they can't get that huge form of energy source that they get from you. And know that there are, this term is an old term, emotional vampires everywhere. So you have to shield yourself. But if we can build something together here on HAPS, because love is HAPS, I think we'll have days that will be a little easier. And if we can heighten the vibration just in this room, and then you go out into the universe, your little daily life, and you shine a little more light, and that, might inspire someone else to be a little kinder or be a better listener. We got to step away from the fear, and we have to step away from the control. And we have to start reframing in our minds all the past stories that we tell ourselves. And we need to know that we are divine perfection in motion, and we are here for a reason. And thank you so much to everybody in the room. I really had a wonderful Monday morning. And go out there and be the very best version of yourself that you can today. And know that you are divine perfection in motion. God bless you. Take care.